Welcome back to today's video, guys. Today we have a special treat. I'm going to be taking out this Newport NT300 3-horse outboard motor, and got it on my dad's 14-foot John boat, and we're going to see what we can get our top speed up to. My boat, it got it up to around 6 miles an hour, but I think these things have around a 7-mile-an-hour max speed on them from what the company was telling me. So we're going to see if we can get this John boat up 7 miles an hour on my local lake. So without any further ado, if you're new to the channel, make sure you click that subscribe button, and let's go ahead and get into the video. See you guys in a second. And later on in the video, me and my dad are going to come back with his 86-pound thrust 24-volt trolling motor, and we're basically going to be doing a test and seeing the performance of both motors, which one's faster, the top speed of both motors, how long it takes us to get from point A to point B with both motors. So we just got the NT300 out here, trolling along pretty good, going at a solid, probably going 6 miles an hour bare minimum. But we come out here to actually do some A-rig fishing, some crappie jig fishing. We're not going to be showing that in today's video. Today is mainly just about a test of these two motors. So all in all, we're scooting along pretty good, flying over. So I got Dad sitting in the middle just because I didn't want him weighing down the front and potentially slowing it down, but we seem to be scooting pretty good. Since the boat is actually all the way out here in the middle of the lake, you can't tell how fast it's actually going versus if I'm cruising right next to the bank, this thing is scooting. So we're probably cruising at a solid 6 miles an hour. I can't use my phone app right now to calculate my exact miles per hour. So a little later on in the video, I'm gonna map a distance, a starting point and an end point, and I'm basically just going to see how long it takes us to get there. But right now we're a little over halfway to the point, and it's only been a couple minutes, so we are scooting along pretty good. All right, out here on the lake, I'm going to zip us over here to the first spot. Got it on 46%, so half throttle right now. Just going to turn this because it's so powerful. I don't want to turn it on 100%. Turn, and we got a pretty good idea where some fish are. All right, we're at 100%, just got to get up the plane. Boogity boogity. Going pretty fast. But the motor absolutely performs great. It was a complete headwind all the way to this spot. So maybe we'll get a tailwind try, but dark cloud above us, but it's not supposed to rain. All right, so what we're going to do, there's a point right here, and the boat ramp's about a mile away. I'm going to go on Google Maps and get the exact distance that it is. But today we're going to be using the 3-horsepower motor all by itself. We're going to see, I'm going to put my timer on my phone, try to see how many miles an hour I'm going on another app. But basically calculate how long it takes us to get back to the boat ramp. And then I'm going to come back in a few days. Dad has an 86-pound thrust trolling motor. We're going to put it on here, and we're going to start here at the point, and we're going to go back to the boat ramp, and we're going to get a time on how long it takes the 86-pound thrust motor, just to kind of see a little bit of a difference. So let's go ahead and get this thing fired up. So I'm going to go ahead and start my stopwatch. Well, the boat dock is right there, and we're sitting at 7 minutes. So by the time we get over there, 7.5 minutes, it's pretty good. My phone might die on me any minute. I mean, we're here, man. 7.5 minutes. That's crazy. I'm gonna go ahead and stop it and say 7.5 minutes to get back to the boat ramp. It's pretty good. All right, that's a wrap right there. We're going to go ahead and come back with the 86-pound thrust motor, do a comparison test. Actually, I might just include that in an overlay footage on this video right here, but we'll see you guys at the house. All right, everybody, we're in the Bassmaster editing headquarters, aka my 7-year-old's room. Had this awesome map from US River Maps of the state of Georgia, all the rivers in it, so definitely go check them out. But I pulled up Google Maps, and Google Maps has a measuring tool, and basically I mapped the path that my John boat went on, and it was 4,310 feet. Now, as you can see, the 3 horsepower motor made this trip in a little over 7.5 minutes. I did the calculations, and that was roughly 574 feet per minute. So I calculated if I went 570 feet per minute, how long would it take me to go a mile? And a mile is 5,280 feet. Essentially, 5,280 feet is at 574 feet per minute is around 6.5 miles an hour, roughly. It's actually like 6.54, so almost 6.6 miles an hour, so pretty fast on the 3 horsepower motor. And the next day, as you can see in the next clip, I'm actually going to be taking out the 86 pound thrust 24 volt motor. All right, so here we are with the other boat motor, the 86 pound thrust, and we're basically going to go ahead and hit start. Turn this one on, and we're at the same spot we started in the last video, and we're going to be heading all the way down here back to the boat dock and timing this one to see what the time difference is. So we'll see you guys here in just a second. As you can tell, it's a lot slower, not no wakes going out the back. So, but this is 86 pound thrust 24 volt trolling motor right here. So a lot of people would consider this a really fast, powerful motor, so I guess we'll see. So when I had the big motor out here yesterday, I couldn't really tell exactly how much faster it was, but now that we're only using this 86 pound thrust, I can tell a world of difference on how fast we're moving, especially close to the bank. The timer's at 6.5 minutes, and we're basically not even close to the boat ramp, so it's taking a good bit longer. So safe to say that 3 horsepower scoots. And I'll update you guys when we get to the 7.5 minute mark, which is where the big motor got all the way back to the ramp, and we'll see where we're at. So we're basically at 7.5 minutes, which is where the last motor completed its journey, and I can see the boat ramp way down there, but we're basically not anywhere near it. Probably around 10 or 11 minutes, I imagine, at this speed to get there. So I don't know. I'll check in with you guys in a second. All right. Well, the end is in sight right there, and we're at 10 minutes and 20 seconds. So it's safe to say that if I were to just continue going to where we stopped last time, I'd probably be at 11 minutes. So that's a 4.5 minute difference. Safe to say the 3 horsepower is definitely way faster. Well, we just sent the trolling motor all the way back to the boat dock, and the difference was 3 horsepower got here in 7.5 minutes, and this 86 pound thrust got here in 11. So we're going to calculate how fast the 3 horsepower went on that 4,200 foot journey, whatever it was, and how fast this one calculated it, how many feet per minute, and the exact miles per hour, and give you guys the difference. We'll see you guys back in the house. And this trip actually took me over 11 minutes, but I'm just gonna say 11 minutes on the dot. That was around 391 feet per minute. So pretty big difference between 391 feet per minute and 574 feet per minute. But that roughly averaged out to 4.4 miles an hour, rounding up. So the difference between 4.4 miles an hour, 6.5, almost 6.6 is a pretty big difference in my opinion, especially if you're in an electric only reservoir. And considering that this motor, it runs off a single 36 volt DC lithium battery that weighs half the weight, it lasts longer, it charges faster, it goes faster. I mean, it's an all-in-all win, and a lot of people are paying $5,000, $10,000 for these electric motors, and this one's running at $999, $1,000, which is a pretty good deal in my opinion. You can't beat that. The 3 horsepower electric motor is definitely a win. It's quiet, it's fast. All right, so right here I'm going to do a little bit of overlay footage. Right here, the 2 boats are both taking off. You can already see the 3 horsepower on the left, way faster, especially from the takeoff. The 86 is still gathering up speed. All right, so 3 horse just blowing it out of the water, no doubt. All right, so here's the side image. You can definitely see the 3 horse is just booking it, even going into a headwind, and the 86 has no wind and it's just not even keeping up in comparison. Here's the back view right here, and 3 horse just absolutely just making wakes, just pushing right on through the wind. Here is an overview of the two. I know it's not completely overlapped just right, but even with no wind loading it up on my boat, it's at full blast, not a comparison at all. So you can definitely see the speed difference between the two motors. So that's pretty much a wrap for the video. Just wanted to give you guys a quick comparison video on the 86 pound thrust 24 volt motor versus the 36 volt 3 horsepower. So Newport definitely did a very good job on the design of this motor. I'm gonna have it for years, so I'm gonna keep you guys updated on how long it lasts, if I have any problems with it. So far it's a great motor. It pushes my 1,000-pound boat just great if you haven't seen that video. But all in all, pretty good boat motor. I'd highly recommend. So if you guys want to stay up to date, see more videos, if you guys have any suggestions on video ideas I can do, leave them in the comments below. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, leave this video a like and comment down in the comments to help the algorithm. And we'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.